In Battleplan, you don't play just a general, you feel like a general. Each battle requires careful preparation.
Each mission opens with a briefing, and it's vital to read it carefully. The briefing gives you the historical context and contains crucial advice about enemy strength and the best way to approach the mission. Once you've studied the briefing, it's time to examine the terrain. Maps play a central role in Battleplan. Rivers, forests, swamps, and roads all play a role in how you can maneuver your troops, how you handle logistics, and how fighting will unfold. Supply lines are another key element. Locating enemy depots and deciding whether to capture or cut them off can be the difference between victory and defeat. Objectives also matter. How far away are they? How strict is the time limit? With more time, you can scout carefully and prepare your offensive. With a tighter schedule, you'll have to move quickly. And of course, you must always evaluate your own forces. Are your units ready for an advance? Or is it better to hold your position? The day starts with a planning phase. Here, you lay out multi-step orders and decide not only what you want to achieve, but also how to react if the enemy surprises you. And if your plan goes awry, you can prepare a fallback or a counterattack ahead of time. Each division has officers, and each officer has unique traits, offering both advantages and disadvantages. For example, faster movement, but weaker defense. Officers also gain experience over time, which makes them increasingly valuable. But they're not invincible. If their headquarters is destroyed, they can be wounded, captured, or even killed, with dramatic consequences on the battlefield. During battles, you have a wide range of tactical tools. You can give manual orders to any company, move, retreat, or defend, though with hundreds of units on the map, you won't be micromanaging everything. Still, those manual interventions can be decisive, like pulling back a vulnerable regiment or rushing forward to capture a key supply hub. Elevation is another important factor. Seizing high ground improves your vision and provides combat bonuses. Unit organization is also highly flexible. You can merge divisions into a powerful corps to launch a major offensive, or split them into smaller regiments to cover more ground and pursue multiple objectives at once. The key is always choosing the right structure for the right situation. Time also plays a major role in Battleplan. Daytime is when you'll usually launch offensives, but your vision is still limited unless you control the high ground. At night, visibility is almost zero into enemy territory, so offensives are far more risky. However, night also offers unique opportunities. You can reposition units, pull them back to a supply depot, shift your lines, or quietly mass forces for a dawn assault because the enemy can't see your movements in the dark. A well-prepared morning attack can catch them completely off guard. Air support is an invaluable tool. Aircraft make sorties from airfields and can perform a variety of tasks. Reconnaissance flights can tag enemy units, apply penalties, and reveal hidden supply depots. Make sure to do this before any major offensives to spot enemy divisions behind the front lines. Close air support has fighter bombers strafe enemies with rockets and cannons, causing enemies to panic and receive negative debuffs. Use this to devastate enemies who aren't dug in and are on the move. Enemy tanks especially hate this trick. Carpet bombing is available in certain missions and can saturate several square kilometers with bombs. Time the bombing to coincide with a breakthrough attack to get through hardened enemy fortifications. Aircraft take a lot of supplies to remain operational. Make sure to place supply depots near your aircraft so they can refuel quickly. Each unit type in the game serves a very specific role. Artillery provides indirect fire that weakens enemy defenses. Scouts infiltrate, extend your line of sight, and reveal hidden threats. Engineers build fortifications, clear minefields, and open the way for assaults. Headquarters units are vital, as they carry officers and grant powerful bonuses, but they're also highly vulnerable. If you lose your headquarters, your troops may collapse. Anti-tank guns are another essential element, stopping armored pushes in their tracks. The depth of Battleplan comes from how you combine these different units to create effective strategies. Let's walk through an example of a complex multi-day operation. Our objective is to capture Caen, a heavily fortified enemy town. The Germans have dug in deep, and their defenses are strong. The plan begins with preparation. Artillery will bombard their front lines to soften resistance, while scouts move ahead to identify strong points and hidden positions. Engineers will clear minefields to open safe lanes for the armor to advance. When the attack begins, several armored divisions will strike at once, each with its own objective, a simultaneous push meant to overwhelm the defenders. One infantry regiment will be held in reserve, ready to exploit any breakthroughs. As the battle unfolds, things rarely go as planned. Maybe a river blocks one of our flanking divisions, or one of the armored spearheads is stalled under heavy fire. That's when emergency planning comes into play. We can reroute tanks to assist another front, or shift the main attack to where the enemy lines are thinner. By nightfall, we'll review our progress, what ground we've taken, what objectives remain, and where our supply lines stand. Then we adapt, plan again, and prepare for the next day's assault. Some battles will take days, even weeks to complete. The enemy may be surrounded, but it takes time to cut them off from supplies and force their surrender. Success in Battleplan doesn't come from a single push, but it comes from persistence, adaptation, and learning from every engagement. After each mission, your fighting units will gain veterancy and become more effective. However, casualties are also kept. You'll need to give divisions a break between missions to replenish and train their numbers. Officers also gain veterancy, and will gain both passive and active bonuses. You will be able to choose their specializations and abilities, but like your regular troops, officers can also be wounded and may need to sit out for a battle or two. You'll be scored at the end of each mission. Time taken, objective secured, territory captured, casualties sustained, and enemies captured all affect your score and ranking. This score is converted into requisition. Requisition is used to acquire new units between missions. You can acquire entire pre-made divisions, such as the famous Big Red 1 Infantry Division, or construct your own custom formations. By the end of the campaign, you'll have a formidable army capable of tackling any challenges. The campaign of Battleplan focuses on World War II, specifically on the Western Front from 1944 onward. Across 10 missions, you'll relive key moments of the Allied advance: the seizure of Cherbourg, the capture of Caen, the Normandy breakout, the Battle of the Bulge, and the final push into Germany to end the war. Mission types vary widely. Some are vast maneuver operations, spanning dozens of kilometers. Others are intense breakthrough assaults, where you'll have to pierce fortified enemy lines. You can command historical armies or build your own customized force. Each officer brings unique traits and abilities, shaping how your army fights and adapts over time. Each mission starts with a map and detailed briefing of what to expect from the enemy. You can choose whether your avatar is an officer from the armies of the United States, the United Kingdom, or Canada, along with your name, portrait, corps name, and insignia. You'll begin with a single division and a handful of officers. As you progress, you'll recruit new divisions, promote and train your officers, and expand your corps into a powerful fighting force. By the end of the campaign, you'll command hundreds of thousands of veteran soldiers and a hardened officer corps shaped by every battle you've fought. Throughout your campaign, you'll also uncover historical photographs, placed exactly where they were taken in real life. These moments connect your battles to real history. They're based on a bridge between strategy, memory, and the reality of war.
At release, Battleplan will offer 10 missions, persist and upgradable army units, officers that gain veterancy and abilities, hundreds of historical photos, vast and realistically detailed battlefields, simulated supply chains, unique planning and order systems, a fully customized chain of command, and a changeable mid-mission too.